They come in peace, or they come in war. Either way, we are screwed. But what happens when aliens visit Earth? I don't know, but I do know that all of this has happened before. I'm your host, and this is our channel. And today we were going to take a look at what would happen when aliens come to visit us. Before we get started, be sure to hit the like button for more videos. Scene 1. The silent arrival. There is no warning. There's no message. There is only a shadow in the clouds above and the sound of the world holding its breath. A ship, black and immense, hovers silently above the earth. It sits there, a silent question mark against the blue canvas of the sky. No engines roar, no lights flash, just an ominous stillness that screams of the unknown. It's a presence so alien, so otherworldly that it defies our understanding, leaving us in awe and terror as we try to comprehend what it means for us, for our world. Scene 2. Cities freeze. In every city, people stop. Cars stall in the streets. Birds freeze mid-flight. All eyes turn to the dark sky, where a ripple of unnatural light shimmers around the ship. People stand transfixed, their daily lives put on hold.
Ow.
Traffic jams turn into silent congregations, the murmur of crowds replaced by the rustle of nervous whispers. The hum of refrigerators and air conditioners fade away, replaced by an eerie silence. Every voice, every laugh, every sigh seems to catch in people's throats, afraid to break the spell. As one, we stare upwards, united in our fear and wonder. The world, it seems, is holding its breath, waiting for the next move in a game it doesn't understand. Scene 3. The descent. Figures descend from the ship. Tall, thin, with heads that seem to narrow for their bodies. They are wrapped in cloaks that billow around them, seeming to breathe with the mist of the ship. Their faces are hidden, their eyes concealed. They do not speak, they do not look. They simply spread out, taking in the silent world around them like a tide ebbing away from the crashing waves. They glide over the landscape, their footsteps leaving strange imprints in the dust, their presence a growing darkness on the horizon. Their silence is deafening, their intent unclear, yet their very movement carries a strange power. A silent command that makes the world feel smaller, more fragile. Scene 4. The unraveling. Electronics spark and fail. Screens go blank one by one, stars disappearing from the night sky. Static replaces programming. The wind steals through the suddenly silent streets, rustling through the dry leaves that crunch underfoot. The birds fall silent. Grass withers under their feet, rivers turn murky. The ancient trees in the forest stand sentinel, their roots clutching the earth, their branches bare against the darkening sky. Their leaves, once emerald green, wither and fall, carpeting the ground in brown. As the animals flee, hiding in their burrows or taking to the skies, their panicked cries echoing through the suddenly silent woods. The forest, once teeming with life, is now a tomb of whispering shadows and fallen leaves. Fear seems to emanate from them, primal and deep, driving the creatures of the wild to seek solace in hiding. Scene 5. Strange alterations. Across abandoned streets and empty fields, strange alien structures begin to grow. Metallic, smooth, and cold, they rise from the ground, twisting toward the sky like vines, pulsating with a dim, sickly light. These monoliths are an affront to nature, a stark contrast to the rolling hills and winding rivers they now dominate. They seem to drink in the sunlight, twisting and turning until the sky is filled with these metallic tentacles reaching towards the heavens. The alien structures pulse and hum, emitting a low, constant thrum that seems to resonate in the bones of the living and the dead alike. The hum is hypnotic, inescapable, a constant reminder of the silent takeover. Scene 6. Humanity's retreat. Faced with an unknowable force, humanity flees. People drop what they are doing. They run for cover, seeking refuge in the shadows of skyscrapers, diving into the hollows of underground bunkers, hiding in the ruins of long-abandoned buildings. Families huddle together, seeking comfort in numbers. Lovers cling to each other, hoping their love will shield them. Soldiers grab their weapons, their faces grim, their eyes reflecting the horror of the situation. But against the backdrop of this alien invasion, their bravery seems like a flickering candle in the face of a storm. Farmers abandon their crops, their tools falling from their grasp. Artists abandon their canvases mid-stroke, their colors dripping down the sides. Chefs abandon their kitchens, their recipes unfinished, their ingredients rotting. Lovers part, their embraces broken, their kisses lingering on the lips of memory. Parents hold their children close, whispering stories of a world that might have been. Teachers gather their students, trying to instill one last lesson, one last bit of hope. Lovers lock hands, their eyes mirroring the vast emptiness of the universe. Fathers grip their children's shoulders, their voices shaking. Mothers shield their babies, their bodies trembling. Brothers clasp each other, their tears falling freely. Sisters intertwine their fingers, their breaths mingling in the darkness. Friends huddle together, sharing their last moments, their laughter echoing with a painful joy. And then, as if on cue, they all look up, towards the sky, towards the invaders who have brought about the end of the world. With a final wave goodbye, with a last kiss, with a final embrace. They turn away from the sky, retreating into the shadows, into the ruins, into the darkness, hoping against hope that when the aliens are gone, something of the world, something of them, will remain. Scene 7. The New Silence. Above the hollow cities and shattered forests, the dark ship drifts on, floating silently through the skies, watching, waiting. Its silence is heavy, its purpose unclear. And below, in the ruins of a world once teeming with life, there is nothing but whispers. Whispers on the wind, whispers in the trees, whispers in the dark corners of human shelters, whispers of a world that was, of a life that is gone. The aliens have come and taken it all, leaving us with nothing but the echoes of our former lives. The planet itself seems to mourn, its rivers running dry, its animals long gone, its forests bare, its skies empty. And the silence is the worst of all. The silence of a world without birdsong, without laughter, without the comforting hum of life. The silence of a world that has ended. And yet, strangely, in this silence, a new world is born, a world of whispers, of memories, and of hope. For even in the darkest of times, even in the face of an unknowable, unimaginable foe, the human spirit endures. We whisper stories of our past, of our loved ones lost and found, of the world that was, and the one we hope to build again. And in our whispers, we find strength, unity, and a strange, fragile peace. For in the end, it is our stories, our memories, and our hopes that define us, that make us human. And as long as we have our stories, as long as we have each other, we can endure anything, even the silence of a dead world. What would you do if aliens came to Earth? Would you welcome them with open arms or defend your planet with your life? Let us know in the comments below. Also, be sure to like this video for more great content. That's all for now. See you next time.